The KF-21 Boramae stands as one of the most ambitious aerospace programs in Asia, representing not only South Korea's determination to achieve technological independence, but also a new opportunity for regional partners seeking advanced yet cost-effective air power. For the Philippines, which has spent decades trying to rebuild its air defense capability, the KF-21 represents a potential leap into the realm of true air supremacy. While still years away from serial production, the Boramae already carries implications for the next generation of Asian air forces, including the possibility of the Philippines joining the program in the 2030s under its future modernization plan. The Boramae project began as a cooperative venture between South Korea and Indonesia, designed to fill the capability gap between light fighters like the F-50 and high-end platforms such as the F-35. The program's goal is simple, yet bold: to create an indigenous fighter that blends advanced sensors, high performance, and affordability. Development began in the early 2010s, and the prototype took flight in 2022. With a maximum speed of nearly Mach 1.8, a range exceeding 2,900 kilometers, and a payload capacity above 7,000 kilograms, the KF-21 is positioned as a multirole aircraft capable of air superiority, strike, and maritime missions. It is not fully stealthy, but its design minimizes radar cross-section enough to offer survivability in contested environments. It will eventually be equipped with an active electronically scanned array radar, internal weapons bays in future variants, and compatibility with precision-guided munitions and long-range air-to-air missiles. For the Philippines, the potential benefits of acquiring or joining the KF-21 program extend far beyond the aircraft itself. The Philippine Air Force is currently anchored by the FA-50 fleet, which serves as both a trainer and a combat asset. However, as regional air threats grow more complex, Manila will eventually require a more capable platform for deterrence and defense. The Boramae offers an ideal bridge, familiar in design and maintenance due to shared lineage with the FA-50, yet vastly superior in reach and firepower. Integrating such an aircraft into the Philippines' long-term modernization plan would align perfectly with the goals of Horizon 3 and any future Horizon 4, a self-reliant and credible defense posture that can operate alongside the United States, Australia, Japan, and Korea. Technologically, the KF-21 provides what smaller air forces have long lacked: a modern but attainable fighter platform with open architecture and modular design. Its radar system and avionics allow integration with Western or Korean weapon systems, ensuring flexibility in logistics and procurement. It supports network-centric warfare through systems such as Link 16, allowing seamless communication with allied aircraft and command centers. For the Philippines, which has invested in radar modernization and air defense sensors, this compatibility would amplify its situational awareness across the West Philippine Sea. It would also extend the operational range of its air defense network by pairing with ground-based surveillance radars and allied reconnaissance assets. The geopolitical dimension of this potential partnership is equally significant. The Philippines is situated at the front line of the South China Sea disputes, facing daily pressure from Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia incursions. While Manila cannot compete with Beijing in quantity, it can achieve deterrence through quality and alliance integration. A small fleet of KF-21 fighters, supported by FA-50 Block 20 aircraft and networked with allied assets, could serve as a flexible deterrent, able to detect, track, and respond before escalation. And it also sends a strategic signal that the Philippines is no longer dependent solely on external protection, but is investing in regional self-reliance. From South Korea's perspective, including the Philippines in the Boramae ecosystem would strengthen its role as a defense exporter and strategic partner. Korea Aerospace Industries already enjoys a strong reputation in Manila due to the success of the FA-50. A KF-21 partnership could evolve into local assembly, component maintenance, and joint research through the Philippine Aerospace Development Corporation. This would help the Philippines cultivate its defense industrial base while giving South Korea a new foothold in Southeast Asia's growing defense market. The path to such a future, however, is not without obstacles. The projected unit cost of the KF-21 exceeds $70 million United States dollars per aircraft when fully equipped. Maintenance, training, and infrastructure will require additional long-term investment. The Philippines would need to upgrade airfields, establish new hangars and maintenance facilities, and train pilots capable of operating a fourth-and-a-half-generation fighter. It would also require aerial refueling capability, which is currently absent. These are formidable challenges, but they mirror those faced by every country that has transitioned from a light attack air force to a modern, networked one. Despite these challenges, the strategic rationale remains compelling. The FA-50 has proven that the Philippines can absorb advanced technology, operate within allied frameworks, and maintain aircraft at high readiness levels. The Boramae could build upon this foundation. A mixed fleet of FA-50 Block 20 and KF-21 fighters by the early 2030s would give the Philippine Air Force both depth and flexibility, light fighters for day-to-day patrols, and heavy multirole jets for deterrence and regional defense. This combination would be the most significant capability leap for the service since the 1960s. Beyond operational matters, the Boramae's potential adoption carries powerful political symbolism. It would demonstrate that Southeast Asian nations are no longer passive consumers of Western hardware, but active participants in shaping regional technology ecosystems. The KF-21 embodies the Asian approach to defense innovation, collaborative, modular, and strategically independent. For Manila, joining this program would reinforce its commitment to balancing great power competition with regional cooperation. In a future crisis scenario, one can imagine a joint exercise in which KF-21s based in Clark Air Base operate alongside FA-50 Block 20s and allied aircraft from Australia or Japan. The KF-21s handle long-range interception and maritime strike, while FA-50s provide close air support and air policing. Through shared data links and sensor fusion, the combined fleet maintains a real-time picture of activity across the South China Sea. This vision of a networked air defense grid is not science fiction. It is the direction of modern warfare, and the Boramae is designed to fit seamlessly into it. Looking toward 2035, if the Philippines continues to allocate consistent defense budgets and sustain partnerships with Korea, Japan, and the United States, acquiring a limited batch of KF-21s is realistic. Even a squadron of 6 to 8 aircraft would dramatically elevate the nation's defensive credibility. Such a move would not only deter aggression, but also solidify Manila's role as a responsible stakeholder in Indo-Pacific security. The transition from FA-50 to KF-21 would symbolize an evolution from basic air defense to strategic deterrence. The KF-21 Boramae thus represents more than a fighter jet. It is the manifestation of a new era in Asian defense cooperation, one where nations like the Philippines are no longer spectators, but participants in shaping their security destiny. In a world defined by rapid technological change and shifting alliances, the Boramae's real power lies not only in its radar or missiles, but in the shared belief that regional security can be built from within Asia itself. For the Philippines, that belief may soon take flight.